we're living in a world where everybody's afraid of commitment, but they all want to have a partner of their own.
Yep.
I do want to know, firstly, a lot of people don't even know what they want to attract in their lives.
Yes.
Is that normal?
That's
It
normal.
is. How do you first know what do I want in my life?
Most people start with saying, okay, in a relationship, I want a guy who has money, who's settled, who's this, who's that. But if you really observe, all these materialistic things later disappear in marriage, in a relationship. What ends up remaining is the emotional experiences. So what do you really want to manifest? In law of attraction, we say, instead of clarifying the material reality first, manifest the emotion that you want out of it first. Like, what do you really want out of a marriage? Happiness. Manifest that first. Right? Now, why are people not manifesting that? That's where the law of attraction understanding comes in advanced law of attraction. So for an example, in law of attraction, one of the most important lessons in advanced law of attraction is something that you've probably never heard of. Have you heard about Yin Yang frequency?
No.
No. So we all as human beings are
Yeah.
made of energy.
Right.
When we die, there's no electricity in our body. That means the energy is gone. Energy equals electricity. Right now I'm alive, that means there's energy inside me. Now this energy has a certain frequency. So as Indu said at that time, the frequency at which we vibrate at is what we attract in our life. So if I'm a very short-tempered person, what kind of people will I attract? People who make me more angry or less?
More angry.
Just like that, there are two energies within us which most people are not aware of. There's something called as Yin and Yang energy, called as female energy and male energy.
Right.
Now, you'll observe a lot of boys and girls right now struggling in marriage. Why? Or struggling to attract a life partner. Why? Because a lot of girls, born as girls, so their superpower is the female energy, the feminine energy,
Yeah.
the yin energy.
Yeah.
But because of, let's say, something went wrong in their childhood, they suddenly had to take more responsibilities in their house. So what happens is they unconsciously, they suppress the female energy and they enhance what? The yang energy.
Right.
Which is what? The aggressiveness, the focus on career more than relationships. And the more they become yang, you'll observe that their choices start changing in their life. These girls would become more friends with boys rather than girls. But the same girl would say, I have a lot of friends who are boys, but none of them want to be romantically involved with me. Now, why? Because the boys are sensing yang energy in her.
Right.
So the yang energy and yang energy become boy as friends, but the chemistry is missing. Same happens with boys. A lot of boys are not succeeding in their career right now
Right.
because probably they've been dominated in their childhood and their yang energy is suppressed. So they're submissive, not able to take decisions, can't say no. Now what happens, think of a disaster of a girl who's got too much yang energy
Yeah.
and a boy who's got too much yin energy attract each other. What happens now? On top of that, imagine that a girl has gone through, let's say, multiple breakups.
Yeah.
Now she starts collecting wounds in her past
Right.
of, I don't want this in my relationship, I don't want that in my
And
relationship,
then
right?
she's attracting the same thing.
Exactly. You'll see girls attracting the same problem in their next relationship again and again and again.
Yeah.
Why? Because the past wounds are not cleared up yet. Now, in law of attraction, there is a way, there is a science to be able to balance that yin yang energy, which is what we did with each other. I was not successful, by the way,
Yeah.
when I met her. I was a boy with yin energy,
Yeah.
and I was not successful in my professional life. So, whenever yang energy is suppressed, professional life gets affected. Whenever yin energy is suppressed, personal life gets affected. The feminine energy, the family life.
Right.
She was more yang energy, but then she came in on my life and she balanced me.